Hey there! So here is a walkthrough of how to use this 26-ounce beer Stein sports mug mock-up. As you can see, it's transparent. If I turn off the white, you can see right through it. I can also demonstrate with putting a color behind. You can put imagery behind it too, or some sort of like a background scene. If you check out my neutral backgrounds, they would be great behind this mug as well. We have a layer here. I have it marked in purple. If we hide that, you can see that that is actually the mug itself. Then there's the glitter, and then there's the smart object. The smart object won't have my logo in it, but if you double click on it, you can open that in a new tab, and this is where you can paste in whatever you want, and then you would hit save, and you could close that tab, and then you can see it's updated onto the mug itself. Inside the glitter layers, we have this top one says optional shading, and that is exactly what it is, which is if you turn it off, you can see some shading went away. And this is mainly here for when you're using the maximum amount of glitter, because if you turn on all the glitter, you can see it looks pretty flat. If you add the shading, then you get the shape and dimension of a beer Stein again, so it looks three-dimensional. Now inside the glitter options area, we have a bunch of different things. We have the handle, which can have glitter on it or not. We have a tall portion of glitter, which are these two layers, which I've marked in green. And so there's a front, which is that piece, and then there's a back, which is the see-through kind of piece behind. Then we have a short glitter, same thing, front and back. So you can turn on the high glitter by itself, you can turn on the short glitter, you can turn off and on the handle, whatever you need. And inside the mug layer we have the mug and we have the shadow. So that's really easy. Probably won't need to go in there at all. To alter the color of the glitter, I'm going to go ahead and turn on all the glitter so you can see that this layer right here, where the color layer, it says double click the icon to edit. This affects all the glitter in the picture. So it's really easy to edit. You just double click. You get this new properties dialog box that comes up, which has a hue, which is the rainbow slider here, saturation and lightness, and you can just simply drag around to get the color you want. If you want it to look a little bit more black and white, just start sliding the saturation all the way to the left until all the color is completely stripped out. And then also with lightness, you can make it very dark, or you can make it very light. So you can kind of mimic a silvery sort of color here, or like a light mint by playing with those sliders. But I generally leave saturation at 0 and lightness at 0 and just play with the hue. So that's how that works, and I think that's about it. If you wanted to pull this into another file, it's all contained inside of this one folder. You can turn it off, you can turn it on. Like I said before, you can put different things behind it. It's a pretty large file, so it's very high quality. You don't have to use the glitter layers at all. You could just have the mug. But if you've kind of been on the fence about buying any of my mock-up files in the past because you weren't sure if you know how to use them or if they work in your version of Photoshop, this is the perfect thing for you because you get to test it all out. Because I can't guarantee that my files work in, say, the non-Creative Cloud version of Photoshop, because I'm using the most up-to-date version, the cloud version. So I can't guarantee that it will work in older versions or in Photoshop Elements. But if you have those programs and you're like, hey, I've always wanted to test these, but I don't want to purchase a file just to test, now is your opportunity because this is completely free. So I think it's going to be really fun to have you play with this and check it out. And if you love it, you can pop over into my shops on Etsy and Creative Market and purchase away. Over on Etsy, I am at, if you just type sarahdesign.etsy.com. If you're looking for me on Creative Market, just type in creativemarket.com / and then type in Sarah Design. And you will find me and all of my files. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and you can find the freebie over at sarahdesign.com/free-mockups, and go to town. Happy selling!